Thank you for tuning in to VNA News Daily Bulletin. Coming up next, we have your top stories. Government holds regular meeting under the chair of Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng. Vietnam draws nearly $23 billion of foreign direct investment in 2015. Hoi An ancient town makes water puppetry its new tourism product. On December 29th, the government held its regular meeting under the chair of Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng. We have more in the following report. At the meeting, participants gave opinions on the government and the Prime Minister's reports on their direction and management, affirming that during the 2011 to 2016 period, the government seriously executed the party's and National Assembly's resolutions and turning them into specific programs and plans of actions. Cabinet members also contributed ideas to the trial reform of public education establishments in the 2014 to 2017 period and a draft decree on foreign workers in Vietnam. Additionally, they made assessment on the result of a law-building program. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng praised the achievements made by ministries and agencies in law building. He said more attention should be placed on law building to improve the quality of the work and develop human resources engaging in the field in the future. Earlier the same day, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng continued the video conference between government and localities with discussions focusing on socio-economic development tasks and budget plan for 2016.
At the conference, localities showed their high degree of unanimity on the government's measures on implementation of a socio-economic development plan for next year. They held that despite difficulties, including crude oil price drop, Vietnam achieved an economic growth of 6.68% in 2015, the highest level over recent years. The localities made proposals related to the government's policies as well as those concerning their socio-economic performance. Addressing the conference, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng stressed the need to effectively control inflation and maintain the macroeconomy. He asked ministries and localities to continue to create breakthroughs in three areas, namely perfection of the socialist-oriented market economy, improvements of human resources, and development of comprehensive infrastructure. He urged ministries and localities to step up economic restructuring, adding that each sector and locality need to effectively realize public investment restructuring, creating favorable conditions for businesses to renovate technology and raise their competitiveness. The government's leader also pointed to the need to develop culture, ensure social welfare, reduce poverty, boost administrative reform, improve investment environments, and enhance international integration.
President Trương Tấn Sang praised the achievements made by the People's Police Forces in 2015. He made the remark while attending the 71st National Police Conference in Hanoi on December 29th.
Speaking at the event, President Trương Tấn Sang stressed the need to prioritize party building, maintain a pure and strong People's Police Force to meet the demands and missions in the new situation. He asked for serious execution of a party directive to strengthening the management of maintaining order and security. Reports at the conference indicated that in 2015, the police forces worked closely with ministries, agencies, and localities to ensure national security and social order, helping maintain political stability and effectively implement socio-economic and foreign affairs missions. The police force specifies the roadmap for 2016, with its main tasks including creating a peaceful environment for socio-economic development and global integration.
Politburo member and permanent member of the party's Central Committee Secretariat Lê Hồng Anh has asked the popularization and education sector to focus on reform to better its work in 2016.
Politburo member Lê Hồng Anh made the request at a conference to review the sector's work in 2015 and set tasks for 2016. The event was also attended by the head of the party's Central Committee's Commission for Popularization and Education, Đinh Thế Huynh. The official asked the sector to further improve the quality of the press, while effectively implementing a plan to develop the press sector in the coming time. He also requested that the sector work closely with related ministries and state agencies to effectively disseminate information on the nation's seas and islands affairs, border demarcation and marker planting, and enhance external information service next year.
A meeting was held in Hanoi on December 29th to review Vietnam's contributions to the UN peacekeeping activities in 2015 and discuss how to prepare forces for the mission in the coming time. Our reporters will have more details.
At the meeting, participants heard reports on the Vietnam Peacekeeping Center's plan to send sappers to try the number of missions of other countries and preparations for the inauguration of a field hospital. Over the past year, subordinate agencies of the Ministry of National Defense and the General Staff have well performed the tasks regarding preparations and deployment of peacekeeping forces. In particular, two Vietnamese officers' participation in UN peacekeeping mission in South Sudan and Central Africa demonstrates Vietnam's efforts in maintaining stability in hotspots across the world. As scheduled, the Vietnam Peacekeeping Center will make public the second-level field hospital and a company of engineers in the first quarter of 2016. The center will continue to train peacekeeping forces in line with UN standards and stands ready to join UN peacekeeping mission when required. At the same time, more English classes will be held for Vietnamese soldiers under cooperation programs with foreign partners.
The inflow of foreign direct investment to Vietnam continued to increase in 2015, reaching $22.76 billion, up 12.5% against last year. More details coming up next. The latest data released by the General Statistics Office show that the country had licensed 2,013 FDI projects by the mid of December, with total registered capital of $15.58 billion. Meanwhile, 814 projects were permitted to raise an additional capital of $7.18 billion. The amount of disbursed FDI capital in 2015 is estimated to reach $14.5 billion, a 17.4% rise as compared to the figure of last year. In 2015, 48 provinces and cities nationwide have received new FDI projects. Ho Chi Minh City has taken the lead with combined registered capital of up to $2.81 billion, making up 18% of the country's total amount. Among 58 countries and territories investing in new projects in Vietnam this year, the Republic of Korea remains the biggest investor with total capital of $2.68 billion, accounting for 17.2%. When joining the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, Vietnam will face a range of risks and challenges, apart from opportunities.
At a conference in Ho Chi Minh City on December 28th, economists and scientists held that there will be an ocean of challenges affecting all aspects of the Vietnamese and regional economies when TPP takes effect. As for Vietnam, experts warned that the inflow of foreign direct investments into the country might reduce remarkably. Being a middle-income country, Vietnam has the lowest level of development among the 12 TPP member countries. Its labor forces will encounter the risk of rising unemployment in conjunction with challenges posed in the process of meeting international standards as to labor. While Vietnam's exporting items can benefit much from TPP thanks to tariff commitments, commodities may face harsh competition with imported ones at the domestic market.
We have a roadmap for reduction in terms of import tariffs. This put hard pressures on domestic manufacturers, forcing them to improve production efficiency, technology and management capabilities as the best solution.
During the event, experts also updated domestic businesses and investors with an overview of the TPP agreement, thus helping them seek solutions to raise their competitive edge in parallel with dealing with the weaknesses and tapping opportunities.
Insiders have suggested Vietnam's charfish industry take proactive steps to find new markets amidst newly arising challenges to the sector's export.
It is forecast that Vietnam's shellfish exports may drop by 5% year-on-year in 2016. Statistics from the Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers show that total export value of shellfish in 2015 was nearly $1.6 billion, a 10% reduction from the year before. Export value of 6 out of 8 biggest markets of Vietnam's shellfish has experienced decreases as compared to 2014, ranging from 14.3% of the EU to 4.3% of the ASEAN. Notably, the U.S. recent preliminary results of the anti-dumping duty administrative review on Vietnamese shellfish fillets have caused immense impact to export activities. Besides, the U.S. new inspection rules on shellfish suppliers pose great challenges to Vietnamese exporters. Accordingly, from September 2017, all countries have to submit lists of establishments that currently export catfish to the U.S., as well as documents proving that their products follow regulations set by the country. Otherwise, they will be barred from exporting products to the U.S. The association said exporters should shift attention to Asian markets, with a combined population of over 3 billion people. It is also suggested that more efforts should be made to promote shellfish on the domestic market, which as of now consumes only 5% of total shellfish output.
According to a survey by renowned travel website TripAdvisor, Nha Trang and Hue in central Vietnam ranks 8th and 10th respectively in the list of the top destinations on the rise in Asia. Let's take a glance at these two destinations. TripAdvisor praised Nha Trang in the southern central province of Khánh Hòa for its beautiful sandy beaches, amusement parks, mud baths, golf, and the historic Po Nga Temple complex, as well as a variety of hotels and restaurants. There are endless must-see historic sites in Hue Imperial City, especially those that are UNESCO World Heritage designated. Hue City has so far this year welcomed over 2 million tourists, including nearly 1.05 million foreigners, up 13% from a year ago. According to the Nha Trang Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the province expects to receive 4.15 million holidaymakers in 2015, comprising 974,000 foreigners. The province has set target to greet 4.5 million vacationers next year. Hoi An ancient town, known for its tranquility and beautiful scenery, will now also be famous for its water puppetry performances, as the town is introducing the cultural art as a new tourism product. Since 2014, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism has supported a water puppetry program in the ancient town of Hoi An to satisfy its tourism demands. After a trial period, visitors can now fully enjoy the art every weekend. The sound of chèo, classical opera, resonates beautifully with the instrumental music, giving tourists a closer view into the traditional art of water puppetry. In order to conduct high-quality performances, the city is investing in set design, high-tech sound and lighting system. Each puppet is carefully crafted, colored and polished, while their masters are trained professionally to draw audience attention. The successful first step of introducing water puppetry as a tourism product is aiding the promotion of unique cultural values of Vietnam. And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. For more information, please log on to our website at www.vietnamplus.vn. We'll see you soon.